Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Power Lead System Thursday Night Training. I like to call it TNT, Thursday Night Training. Let me get right into it. Let me start a slideshow. Hold on one second. Slideshow from the beginning for tonight's content. Awesome that we come together here live every week, Thursday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern. But as you can see, we're on a replicated page where every single one of our affiliates can I'm going to show you how to replicate this page right now if you're an affiliate. So you can have your own link to it, you can invite people, and once I'm done here with this live presentation every single week, it automatically keeps playing, automatically recorded and archived on your page, and you never have to worry about updating it. All you have to do is use this as one of your follow-up tools and even one of your marketing and presentation or prospecting tools to help us train your team, educate your market, and close your sales. So welcome again to Thursday Night Training, Power Lead System, Internet Marketing Training. Invite people to this free training. We train them and you get paid. How cool is that? So let's get right into it. I love to start with an awesome piece of wisdom. Check this out. Napoleon Hill quotes this: Law of Success is the book, page 100, published 1979. This is what we're focusing on at this very moment. The man who can intelligently use the knowledge possessed by another is as much or more a man of education as the person who merely has the knowledge but does not know what to do with it. How about them apples? Welcome to tonight's session, your media broadcasting network. That's right, your media broadcasting network. How to become your own broadcast media distribution channel. How to give people the content that they want, become your own media broadcasting network, and attract like-minded leads and prospects to you. Let's get right into it. Who cares about me? Here's how to get all the recordings so that you can catch up on our training. Here's how to find the recordings and replicate this page. 3 things I'm going to cover with you before we get started: how to replicate this page for yourself, how to promote this training to others, and how to find the recordings. And isn't it cool that we simplify things so much here at Power Lead System? You can just go to PromoteThursdayTraining.com. That's going to give you the images there. You're going to see 2 tiny, like 1-minute video tutorials, and they're going to show you how to, number 1, replicate this page for yourself, and number 2, find and learn how to send the email letter, the email promotional piece of content that we've already written for you, and email it to your list and invite people to this free training. Again, you can use this in your marketing in your marketing work as a tool for your follow-up, your presentation system. You can also use it, of course, to train your existing customers and affiliates on your team and invite them to free training. So you can invite the whole general population, you can post about this on Facebook, or you can use it as well to train your team so that they can learn how to replicate and duplicate. We give step-by-step, click-by-click instructions on those tutorials on how you can do these 2 things. PromoteThursdayTraining.com. Next, let's show you how to find the archives. The archives are always held on the same YouTube channel. We only put 2 kinds of videos on that YouTube channel. Number 1 is the Wednesday overview hangouts, and number 2 is the Thursday night trainings. Those are the only 2 kinds of videos you're going to find there. How do you find that YouTube channel though? Well, you can go to that big, giant, confusing link at the bottom of this slide, or you can log into your back office at Power Lead System, hover over Training, click to get to the Training Center, and once you're there, up on the menu, see the 3rd one from the left up at the top, it says Replays. Click on Replays, and it'll open that very simple page that just says Watch Google Hangout Replays. Click here. That's where you'll find the recorded trainings. We cover on something different every single week. We started doing this January 2017, so you have almost a bunch, like 32, 33, 34 different training sessions, coaching sessions really, and you can have access to them there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Here's an idea. When you find good ones, they've been on this page for a week and then the next one replaces them, but they're all in the archive. If you've created already, even on your we're going to be talking about that today, right? This is one of the pieces of content that you can use as a program, a show on your broadcasting network of your own, whether it's on your own YouTube, on your blog, on Facebook. But this is one of the shows, the Thursday Night Training Archives, which you can take the link to the video or the embed code, pop it in your own blog if you've set up a Power Lead System Power blog. Well, you have a blog right there. Just take the embed code, share it, post it as a blog post on your blog, or just take the share code of it and post it on your Facebook. This could be one of the shows that you distribute in your media broadcasting network, your own media channel. What am I talking about? I'll get to that right now, but this is really exciting. You could do the same thing with the Wednesday Overview Hangout. All of the recordings are right there, and all of the Thursday night training recordings are right there in the same channel. On any given day, you can go there, pick one, share it. Go there, pick one, blog about it. Go there, pick one, review it. Go there, pick one, put it on Facebook. Right? Very easy to share good, valuable content on your social media platforms to attract like-minded people. How about that idea? So let's get right into it. Also, where do you find our training schedule? Do you know we offer training live all the time and also training that lives 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that you can access whether it's 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon on a day off? You can find that again by logging in to the training center from your back office. Once you get in here, this time you want to click on schedule up at the top menu bar. Click on schedule and you're going to see the weekly hangout and training schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're all there. Everything's recorded. It is all there. In the training center, click on training schedule. All right. So now that we've covered that, let's get into this week's session. Your own media broadcasting network. Become your own media distribution network. This goes hand in hand with what we already teach you how to do on Facebook to build your audience. We'll get into that in a second right now to review, but this is how to attract like-minded leads and prospects by becoming your own media broadcasting network on social media platforms. Why? Well, let's cover that. Here's some basic assumptions before we get into today's content. These are some things that we are already assuming that you're doing, and if you're doing these things, this is all going to work flawlessly. If you're not doing these things, it will not work the way you hear it taught here. Okay, so here's some assumptions. Number one, we're making the assumption that you're building your Facebook audience using our Endless Free Leads training by Max Steingart that you can find in your back office of Power Lead System. It's available to you. It's right in there. Always be building your audience in that training. You learn from scratch, from ground zero, how to find potentially like-minded people to follow on Facebook, how to turn strangers into friends, how to engage them, what to say, what to do, how to do it. And that way, whenever you're posting your own content on your Facebook, you already have a strategy working daily that is helping more and more and more people see your posts proactively and passively, right? So we're making the assumption that you are practicing and executing the game plan of building your social media audience every single day with the training we already give you in Endless Free Leads. All right, what's the other assumption? Well, we're also assuming that as you engage and attract new contacts on social media, that you know they're going to come and review your profile. The question is, what kind of content are you posting there? Most people make the mistake when they're new. Most people just spam or they post things that repel others, constantly pitching your product. Constantly, constant. Every single post is a pitch. People get tired of that. They're going to tune out. It's not interesting. It bores them. Nobody likes to be pitched. Nobody likes to feel hustled, right? So we give you some ideas again in our training that allow you to focus on leading with value or entertaining content and posts that inspire, that educate, that provoke, that wake up, that uplift and motivate. Different kinds of content like that people won't find boring. Then they make your platform, your Facebook or your YouTube channel or your Twitter, one of the channels that they absolutely have to check in on every day to find cool information, because nobody, people out there that are not in our business, they don't like to create content. They're scared to do their own videos. They're scared to post things. But you know what they love? They love to share things that they agree with or find thought-provoking. They love to share. So if you're the one sharing good, valuable content and creating and reviewing and updating really good content and news and articles and stories and videos and documentaries and all kinds of stuff, and they like the stuff that you share, they're going to make it a point. They're going to make it a habit to come to your channel or watch for you on their newsfeed all of the time so they can share your stuff. And that's how you begin to leverage other people's networks to attract more people, right? So this is why the second assumption is very important before we get into our content for today. The third and fourth assumptions are, number one, that you're building your email list proactively by buying traffic into your funnel. We show you how to set up a funnel, get traffic to it directly, and then plug into our training. If you're doing that, then you have new people that probably would have never found you on Facebook, but since you bought traffic, it flows into your funnel, and in your follow-up process, you invite them to follow you on Facebook, right? So now you have new people coming to follow you on Facebook, and don't you know, people have Facebook as a little app on their smartphone, and they become addicted to it, and all of a sudden, instead of just waiting for your follow-up emails, they can see you're posting every single day, and that raises that exposure. It creates more of a bond. It helps you build a so-called relationship, even if you're not actively one-on-one phone call engaging with people, but they feel like you're getting to know each other. They're becoming more like-minded. They're realizing the kind of person you are, the kind of content you're sharing. This all works. Push traffic to your funnel, because then in follow-up, you're going to invite them to go follow you on Facebook. Very, very important part of it. And the fourth assumption is that you're sending a daily email to your email list and inviting them to follow you on Facebook or get to your presentation pages or visit your Hangout pages, etc., or to subscribe to your YouTube channel and watch your videos, right? This is what your daily email broadcast could be really all about, plugging them back into your content, right? So that's a messenger, that's a reminder tool that you're going to use to get them back to your social media, to get them back to your presentation, back to your funnel. It's a daily contact, daily content. So after assuming that you're doing those four things, now we can build upon that and talk about the specific tactic for tonight. And here's a fact. Here's an absolute fact. And this is not about politics, guys. It's not about people's political leanings, ideologies, this way, that way, the right, the left. Not about that. It's about reality. It's about what is happening right now. Millions of people are leaving the mainstream media, and that is including television shows, movies on Hollywood, news, sports. Millions of people, this is a fact of our reality today. Millions of people are choosing to leave the mainstream media, including shows, movies, news, and sports, and everything else. They're cutting the cord. They're canceling cable, right? That is a fact. What are you doing about it as a marketer? Well, these people are not quitting media. There's an insatiable appetite for content. It is the reason the internet is what it is. People said it was going to be a fad. People weren't going to pay attention. They were going to go back to their daily newspaper and their daily news network and TV, the 3 TV channels we had back in the day, right? Oh, the internet, that's just a fad. It's going to be going away. Well, no, it didn't. It took over, okay? These people are not quitting media. They're just changing where they consume it. Out with the old, in with their own empowerment, their own power. They are choosing what content they're going to see, and they want to see it whenever they want, right? And that has created a massive opportunity for you and for entrepreneurs if you're paying attention. Just realize they are leaving the mainstream media, including everything. You see revenue falling, viewership falling, followers falling. They don't care about the old dinosaur top bottom force content down your throat that you may not even believe in or may not even find amusing or entertaining, but they force it down your throat. They're telling you, you need to come here and you need to watch our stuff, and we're going to program you the way we want to force feed you information. And people finally said, you know what? I think we're done with that idea. I think we're going to take control of the content that we want to consume, and you can tantrum about it all you want. We don't need you force feeding us content. We will pick and choose the content we want to consume, and we're going to consume even more of it. And they are just throwing a big freaking tantrum over this fact. But that is the opportunity for you, because they're not quitting media and sticking their head in the sand. They're just changing where they consume it. And that's your opportunity. And that leads into our training for tonight. Let's talk a little bit about media migration. Where are they going? Well, we know where they're going. They're choosing YouTube channels where they prefer the content, more entertaining, more funny, more informative. They're choosing YouTube channels that are covering stories that are being ignored by mainstream media. On the right, on the left, over here, over there, all kinds of content. Doesn't have to be news content or political content. It could be all kinds of crazy content. But they're choosing to find that content on their own. And one of the mediums is YouTube channels, where the YouTube channel owners are creating or sharing or reviewing content that they are authentically interested in, and they build as massive audiences. There are people right now, young people that create a YouTube channel, and all they do is they live stream gaming. They're playing video games, or they're reviewing these toys, or they're reviewing this show, or they're just talking, they're out in town, they're doing in all kinds of different subject matter and content and topics, but they amass millions and millions of subscribers that get notifications, and every single time that YouTube channel creator, all they have to do is upload a new video or go live on a Hangout or go live on a live stream on Facebook, and hundreds, thousands, even millions of people, some channels have millions of subscribers. And they see the email from YouTube on their phone. They see a notification on their smartphone that, hey, that channel that you like to follow, they just posted a new video. Go watch it. Tap here. And they tap on their phone, and boom, they're consuming content. Hangouts, live streams, recorded video uploads. You know, I pay attention. I follow the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading markets, and there is like 3 or 4 main YouTube channels where I love their content. It's covered nowhere else in the mainstream financial press. It's covered absolutely nowhere else. The only place I can get some good daily crypto news, or World Crypto Network, or the daily crypto update, for trading and this and that, and what's going on with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, are like 3 of my favorites. There's a ton of them, but I've picked like 3 of my favorites, and I choose to subscribe to them, and I click to get notifications. And every single day on my phone, I see when they upload a new video, and I say, oh wow, 7 minutes today, I can do that. Oh, 17 minutes, that's going to be a good review. Let me do that, right? Oh, they're going to review a new cryptocurrency that just ICO'd. Wow, let me go check that out. Right? And so I'm doing what millions of other people are doing. I'm choosing the YouTube channels that give me the content that I like, that I find interesting and entertaining, and I'm consuming that content. I have not had one thought since I cut the cord and stopped all cable television subscriptions. The only thing that I get at my house is the internet, because we have smart TVs. And whatever I want to watch on my phone on YouTube channel, I can zoom over to my TV and watch it on TV anyway. That's what millions of people are doing. Let me get to where I'm going. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Facebook and Twitter accounts that they love to follow right? News junkies, political junkies. They just find the actual journalist or the news aggregators or the news curators. They find their accounts, their direct accounts of actual journalists. Not even the company, not the network, not the broadcast, even if it's mainstream media. There might be a certain journalist, a reporter that you like to follow. So people are following their Twitter and their Facebook accounts and their YouTube channels. And they're watching them directly. They're not going to ABC, NBC, CBS, all this stuff. They're going straight to the person that's creating or sharing that content. What are news aggregators or news curators? Let me just give you an example. Me personally, what I use, right? So on my phone, on my smartphone, I have two apps, right? One is called, I believe, let me look at my phone. It's called Bright Hedge, right? It's called Bright Hedge. And anyway, it's this app that curates news headlines and stories from different places, but mainly from like Zero Hedge, or they've got some Breitbart in there. They've got some other, look, Fox. They've got some other stuff, independent news too, and they curate it. They aggregate it in an app. And I found out about that app because of somebody else that was following that on Twitter, tweeted about it. Hey guys, this is a great app. It gives you this kind of news, financial news, trading news, markets news, this news, that news, whatever. And that way I bypass a lot of the mainstream establishment, smoke and mirrors and agenda, and I get right to these stories that we like to follow because of trading and the markets and this and that. And so I saw that on a Twitter tweet. And so I downloaded the app, and now it's on my phone, and that's where I go for a quick bird's eye view of the content I want to review. Curators and news aggregators are sort of like the Drudge Report, where it's a website, whether you agree or not, whatever, but this is where people are going. They're getting massive traffic because on that site, the drudgereport.com, he'll post news articles and stories. A lot of people, whatever, they get all political, right? And they don't actually check out what's there. It's a news aggregator. Drudge doesn't write any reports, any analysis. Very rarely does he comment on stuff. But what happens is he's got his pulse on the news beat, and he will collect headlines from different news organizations, and he'll run headlines on his website. And you can click on the headline you're interested in and get to the news story. And a lot of people bash him. Oh, Drudge, he's right-wing, this and that. Most of the stuff he's posting these days are like from New York Times, Washington Post, The Hill, not very right-wing oriented at all. It's just basic establishment media. However, he finds certain headlines that he posts that he knows people that follow him are going to be interested in. It gives you a well-rounded kind of a view from different perspectives on what people that you may agree, may not agree with, how they're reporting on stuff and what's not being reported. And so anyway, he's getting billions of clicks a month to his very ugly, basic, vanilla website. And there's an app that people have on their smartphone. I'm not telling you what to agree with or not agree with. I'm telling you where the shift is going, what type of media, people that share media, people that create media, people that review media, right? And there is an end zone here. There's an end game. Watch this. Follow me. So anyway, that's where the media migration is going. It's going to resources like that. Why? Because people feel more empowered. They feel like instead of being pushed a bunch of information that they're being force-fed by people they may not agree with, they are choosing where to get the content they actually are interested in and that they enjoy, right? What I'm teaching tonight is how you can start to become one of those sources to some people. And we'll get there in a second. So here are some questions to be asking yourself about this, right? What kind of content are you passionate about? What am I passionate about right now? What content do I find entertaining, interesting, valuable, resourceful, significant, relevant that I can share? Because a lot of people get scared about this and go, but Franco, I don't want to do videos. I don't want to review stuff. That's public speaking. I'm scared of public speaking. I don't want to post videos. I don't want to do live streams. I don't want to do hangouts. I don't want to make money, I guess. Right? But hey, listen, it doesn't have to be that extreme. What content are you consuming now that you find awesome, interesting, thought-provoking, totally passionate about, right? Just make a list of that content. Make a note in your mind, write down on the list what YouTube channels you're following right now, what Facebook accounts you like to follow, what Twitter accounts, what YouTube channels, what blogs, right? And make a list of those. And because here's something people love to do. They love to share. When they find something cool, a viral video, a funny video, a this, a news, a this, a that, a report, an analysis, a trading alert, a whatever, they love to share. So, and you can begin to do that and still turn your social media platforms into a media broadcasting network, a media distribution channel, right? What can you review? What cool documentary films have you found? Have you created your own channel out of your Facebook yet? Ask yourself these questions, and this way you can compile the content and the news and the reports and the videos and the information that you're interested in, and you can start by just sharing that to your Facebook. Sharing that to your Facebook. Later on, we'll teach you with our mindset training and marketing training how with confidence have a lot of fun in doing your own live stream reviews, your own hangout reviews of certain stories. You know, a lot of times if you follow me on Facebook, what I'll do is I'll find a story that I found compelling or some kind of video or something, and I'll put it on my screen. I'll be sharing my screen, and I'll be on that website or on that video or on that story, and I'll give my 2 cents about it. And basically that just entails reading the headline, reading a paragraph or two, talking about my opinion about that, and inviting people back to my blog to listen to more or to come to our training, right? And then that's all I do. Quick updates, quick reviews. You see me doing it about cryptocurrency all the time, right? I do my Bitcoin daily update, right? And I basically just go to Coinbase.com and CoinMarketCap.com, and I'll show people what the prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin is, what a couple of the headlines are in the news, what the 24-hour gains or losses have been in the past, day or two or whatever, and then I invite them to free training. That's all you could do. And you could do that about sports. You can do that about mountain climbing. You could do that about mountain biking, canoeing, fishing, hunting. You could do that about news you're passionate about, politics you're passionate about. Look, listen, this is not about trying to conform to what other people want you to post on Facebook, because then you'll just be fake and lukewarm and milquetoast, and nobody follows that kind of person. They follow passionate people. And sometimes, yes, that includes being opinionated, being clear on your worldview, your beliefs, the positive, the negative, and sharing what's within your passion, because you're going to do that. You're going to be able to do that without worrying about notes or training. You're just going to speak from the heart and share stuff. And if you're not good yet or comfortable yet with speaking and video and this and that, you can just write it and put your 2 cents, share a story, share a video, but then write your 2 cents in the post, in the caption, right? And share your opinion that way and lead people to different things. Anyway, so that's what we're talking about here. And here's part of the process, right? Here's things that you can begin to do. You can post a story on Facebook. You can post a review of a story on your blog, right? Power blog, Power Lead System. That's what we're all about. You can review something on a YouTube video. You can live stream on Facebook. You can live stream on YouTube. You can hang out on YouTube. And just, 3 to 5 minutes and talk about something that you caught somewhere in some other media. You can share ignored stories. I don't care what you believe in, what side, right, the left, the this and that, the libertarian, the independent, the sports, the no sports, the hunting or the I hate hunting, whatever you're about. There are some stories that you find relevant, important, valuable, and significant that the mainstream media chooses to ignore. I don't care what your worldview is. There are stories that you feel passionate about that the establishment media chooses to ignore. Identify those and share those on Facebook. Cover those on Facebook. That's what I do. I find stuff that I'm passionate about, that I'm interested in, whether you agree with it or not, doesn't matter. But I find stuff like that I know that the establishment media chooses to ignore or not follow up on or not report on. And I find those and I put it on my own Facebook. And then people begin, I was on Facebook the other day, and not even related to my own Facebook channel. It was just on my newsfeed. Other people that follow me, other people were having a side conversation in somebody else's post in the comment stream. And one of them was talking about something that main poster, posted about. And then another person made a comment and said something to the effect of, yeah, you know what? I haven't been following this, but I think I saw something on Franco's Facebook the other day. You should go there and see his updates. He's usually following this stuff. Just like that, way out there in left field, right? On somebody else's post, somebody else's channel, the conversation in the comment thread was about inviting people or recommending that people come follow me and my stuff because I'm following that on the daily. That's what I'm trying to teach you, to learn how to become a resource that people begin to follow for certain things. And those certain things, you got to be authentic, you got to be sincere. You can't be fake. Right? So it's got to be stuff that you really agree with or don't agree with. You got to be really authentic about it and share that information. Because if you start doing that, and people, who you're gonna attract is like-minded people that tend to agree with you more times than not, right? And there's nobody funner to work with in your own business as a business partner, affiliate, team, or whatever, than people that can actually sit together, break bread, and have great conversations because they are in agreement with a lot of stuff, worldview, this, that, the other, right? I mean, it really sucks to attract people because of, I don't know, some fake kind of marketing that people do, but then you attract people that no matter what, they're on your affiliate team or whatever, right? But you can't agree on nothing. I mean, every single thing is an argument. Every single thing is a fight. Whatever you post on Facebook, they play devil's advocate all the time, like to the point of getting to be a troll on your account, on your posts. All they do is show up to go negative. They show up on your feed to go negative because they know that if they post their stuff on their feed, nobody's following them. So they come to you just to be negative, right? When you attract the wrong kind of people, it's not fun. It's not fun to work with them. It's not fun to have them over your news feed. It's not. They try to take over your Facebook groups and go against what you're trying to teach. It's just a mess. I've been there. So a lot of people tell me, hey, Franco, why do you go so, you go pretty personal and you pick sides and you don't, you post politics, you post religion, you post this, you post that other people in the industry like gurus say, oh, don't get into that, don't get into that. And that's a very personal thing. If you agree with that, that's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying my own story. What I found is when I was being, kind of guru-led to be totally generic and universal and neutral on everything, I started attracting people that I didn't want to have a beer with, right? And that makes it it's not fun. And if it's not fun, I'd rather figure out a different way to do things that will attract people that are fun to work with. We can laugh, we can joke, we can have fun, we can be authentic and sincere, right? And so that's what's going to happen. Yes, you will lose some opinions, the opinion of some people, right? But that's in the nature of our business. That's what happens, right? Nobody's going to buy your solution. Not everybody is going to agree with you, but those that do are going to agree with you longer term. They'll stick with you, right? And you build a team like that, you build more power and stickability, consistency, stability in your business. So share ignored stories. There is something that the quote-unquote establishment media is ignoring right now that you're passionate about. No matter what side of whatever or your worldview, your politics, whatever, the establishment media is ignoring something you're passionate about. You can be the source to share it, and you'll attract other people that are as interested in that, and you will not be ignored. You will become a resource to them, right? You're becoming your own broadcasting station, right? CNN, ESPN, Fox, MSNBC, ABC, NBC, ABC, 123, all of these networks, they're broadcasting networks. They create some of their own content, right? And they also choose to buy TV shows, news, reality TV projects, movies, documentaries from other production companies, and then they share those on their network. They have programming, right? We used to have the TV Guide growing up, right? Remember the TV Guide? Yeah, you used to see what's going to be on at 4 o'clock on, KTLA or ABC, NBC, CBS, whatever. At 3 o'clock, they have this show. At 4 o'clock, they have this. At 8 o'clock, they're running this movie. At 10 o'clock, the news. They have their programming schedule. When you begin to think of your own Facebook as your own broadcasting network, you begin to think in terms of what programming do you have on your own channel? Is it going to be your review of affiliate marketing? Is it going to be your review of your products? Is it going to be a live stream video where you are interviewing another, maybe your sponsor or some other marketer that's getting cool results and you want to share their story? What programming are you going to have on your own channel? Is it going to be a cool news story that was being ignored by the mainstream media? Is it going to be a really cool documentary film? Is it going to be Eric Worre's training, the video that he put out for that day? Is it going to be Gary Vaynerchuk's video? Is it going to be Tony Robbins' video for that day? Is it going to be Robert Kiyosaki talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Is it going to be Robert Kiyosaki's video on the cash flow quadrant? What is it going to be? It's your own broadcasting network. You can choose sometimes to post your own content, your own video, your own review, your own live stream, your own post, your own meme, your own images and pictures. And other times, it can be sharing Eric Worre or Gary Vaynerchuk, Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, documentary movies, reviews about Bitcoin, reviews about whatever, weight loss, travel, whatever it is that you're involved in. And you can become more of a programming, like a producer for your own Facebook channel. I think about it as a media broadcasting network that you own. So that's kind of some of the process of it, right? So now let's talk a little bit about your direction and your goals, right? We talked a little bit about this already. You got to keep it real, guys. Just be your real, authentic self. Be accessible. I tell people all the time, hey, the fastest way to get a hold of me if you have direct questions for me is just follow me up, friend me up on Facebook, and send me a private message. You should start doing the same thing. Why is that helpful? Because number one, it gets them to follow you on Facebook. Number two, it's very easy no matter where you're at. Everybody has a phone, right? So you look at your phone and you can check your messages from Facebook. They're not going to get lost in email. I used to tell people to email me, but I started subscribing and getting so much email that they can very well get lost in my email inbox, not on purpose. I just can't find stuff. It gets buried so fast, right? So I started telling people the two fastest ways to get a hold of me is A, send me a private message on Facebook, because with the app on my phone, I can see that I have messages very, very quickly and I can respond. And it gets them following my Facebook channel for more content, right? Number two, I tell them just text me, right? I put my cell phone on a lot of my marketing material and people can text me. That's not abrasive to me. It's not abrasive to them. It's kind of a good neutral. Right? So I receive text that way. Same thing. The app on my phone, I see my text very, very quickly. And the other thing is, they can text me, but they could also leave a what? They can leave a voicemail, right? If I'm driving to Las Vegas for our live event like this weekend, we're hitting the road later on this afternoon to get there early, right? I'm just a couple of hours from Vegas anyway. I'm taking the girls up there and stuff. Grandma lives over there, so they'll be with Grandma. So as I do that and I turn my phone off because I'm driving, they can still leave me a text or a voicemail. And when I get where I'm going or on the road, I'll ask Pammy, hey, see if I have any voicemail. Oh, play it. And we'll put it on the car as audio as I could hear. So I'm still in context. So those two avenues are very, very effective at being real, staying authentic, being accessible, right? Make sure that you communicate the fact that you're there to help people with your content. With your reviews and the content that you're sharing, you are here to help them. I'm here to help you. You are here to help them. Okay? This is you talking. I am here to help you. Right? This is you talking again. This raises the attractor factor in your marketing by 1,000. Here is you talking to your market. I am here to help you. How can I serve you? I am here to serve. How can I help you? That's it. Make that part of your mantra on every piece of content that you put out there. And you can guide them, right? You can invite them to free training, to your hangout, to your training page, to your funnel, your lead capture page. You can guide them. Every single thing that you share. For example, if you go to my Facebook right now and see the last 5 or 10 news stories even, or videos that I've shared from other sources on my Facebook page, every single one of those can be transitioned from, kind of like a transition, a segue into, you know what, these crazy stories out there that the mainstream media aren't covering. These are, every single one of them is just another massive reason why I truly believe that you should learn the skill set of creating your own work and making your own money. And here's a simpler way that I figured out how to do it. Go watch the Power Lead System video, right? Every single, it doesn't matter if I'm talking politics or cryptocurrency, Bitcoin or travel or weight loss. It doesn't matter what I'm covering. Every single thing I can transition into. This is just another reason why I firmly believe that everybody should learn how to make their own money creating their own work. Because when you have the power to get up in the morning, create your own work, you don't have to feel dependent on begging somebody else to give you work. And that makes a stronger, more vibrant community, raise a solid family, and there we go, right? Pursuit of happiness, liberty. So anyway, anything that you share, you can guide them. You can transition from anything into, this is yet another reason why I believe you should, learn how to make your own money. So that's the direction of this. And then of course you want to follow up. Right? You want to follow up with your daily email, daily Facebook post, video posts. Or they end up working like three-way calls, right? Your video posts end up being like talking to you. And you could just be covering usual stuff that happens on a call, answering some objections or reviewing some part of your program. Private messages, texts, I just talked about that right now. Personal phone calls, Skype, that kind of stuff is where you want to lead them, because then you're leading them right into the sales process. After they watch your content, they're more interested in you. They send you a message. Hey, how do I do this? What are you doing online? And you're going to lead them right into the sales process. And when you know where you're leading people, you can do it with more confidence, right? So now they know I'm going to lead them right into a lead capture page. Then I'm going to invite them to our hangouts. I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to invite them to our community. You're going to invite them to get started, the Getting Started training that I post all the time. And that's going to help you raise more awareness in your own marketplace. When you educate your market to become a market before they knew they were the market, you raise awareness by sharing education. You educate your market, you're creating your own future buyers. That's what we're doing by doing this, right? And of course, we're going to keep it simple. Right, I'm going to show you an example of this right now. Let me just finish the content part of it. Post daily. Create your own news broadcast network from your social media platforms, your YouTube channel, your blog. You can get all of that started. Follow up with your prospects. Invite them to free training and information sessions and videos. They're already created for you. You don't have to reinvent anything. You don't have to get it right. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going, and you can do that starting today. And I want to leave you with this before I go on a road trip right now. I'm going to go on a field trip and show you an example of what this can look like. It could be totally different content on your Facebook, but make it something, okay? But before we do that and end, I want to share with you a powerful PDF training that is already in your back office. What you do is you hover in your Power Lead System back office, log in, hover over training, and then you'll see the roadmap to riches with that picture icon, that image. Click on that, it opens up this page. And then right there on the front, the first statement says, click here to download Roadmap to Riches. It's a PDF, it's an ebook. I recommend not only that you download it, but print it out, make a hard copy of it so you can write notes and study it, right? Discover how to easily live the life of your dreams by giving away something very valuable for free. It teaches you a method of operation, what you can do on a daily basis to build from ground zero, from scratch, build your Power Lead System business into a full-time income, step by step. This is what you're going to learn. Step 1, overview of the Power Lead System. Step 2, how to easily earn a lucrative income. It breaks it down. It gives you little calculators to use and puts a vision in your head of the kind of money you can make. Step number 3 goes through the foundation. Step number 4, huge value and sales, and the huge value of sales and information funnels. Step 5, how to promote our system. Now, Franco, I'm having trouble promoting. How do I market? How do I get people? How do I get leads? Step number 5, how to promote our system. You get guidance right there. Step number 6, how to virtually guarantee your results. I highly recommend you make this a priority during the weekend, maybe take a couple of days, tune out, go offline, print this out, hard copy, and just go through it. I promise you, you will have a better vision of how you can build your business after going through the training, Roadmap to Riches. Okay? And that's it for the content. Let me go on a quick field trip and give you an example of what this looks like in the real marketing world. Okay, so let's go to a couple of sites. So number 1, my email. Okay, where do I get, Franco, where do you get content? How do I know what to post on Facebook, what to share, what to this, what to that? Garbage in, garbage out, right? We learned that in computer classes, right? Garbage in, garbage out. On the other hand, if you're consuming valuable content and information, now you have valuable content and information to share with other people. This is just a look at a filter of my email. I filtered in YouTube. And YouTube, as I was saying, when you subscribe and click to get notifications from YouTube channels, every single time those channels upload new content or go live, you're going to get an email like this and a notification on your phone. So this allows you now, if you're following really high value, entertaining, interesting content that you're passionate about, YouTube channels, just one example, YouTube channels, I go to my email and I say, hey, when is Crypto Nick going to upload a new video? When is Crypto Daily gonna upload a new video? When is the World Crypto Network gonna update a new video? Tone Vase or Right Side Broadcasting Network. Oh, great, live press secretary, the politics stuff. I'm gonna get this, and some people will hate it, some people love it, but people will get eyeballs on it, right? So I'm gonna grab that, I'm gonna share that. I'm going to put that on my blog. I'm going to put that on my Facebook. I'm going to review it, right? So anyway, you can go to after a while when you start following very interesting YouTube channels that you like to consume content from, you just go to your email. And when you see content like this, you can easily go here and now you can share something, right? Now the end game, right, is after you get people coming to your content, because now your Facebook turns into kind of like a media channel and they like coming to get updates from you in the comment stream, in certain posts on your Facebook. You can then put little invitations to get them over to your training, right? Your free hangout, your free overview of Power Lead System, right? You can post a picture like this, post that on Facebook. How to create $500 or $1,000 days with my internet system. What is this all about, right? And they click, they get to your link and they watch this, right? So another thing, the Thursday training like tonight, right? You can set up and take a screenshot of your Thursday night training hangout page and share that, right? Welcome to PLS Immersion Workshop, Power Lead System, Internet Marketing Training. And so you can invite them to free training. Then they'll have questions. Hey, I saw that, what's next, or what's this all about? And that's where you can then invite them to review the product in the program, right? Power Lead System, the most complete and powerful all-in-one system. Everybody has this page in your back office. It's already there. It talks about the accelerated leverage comp plan, start their free trial. It talks about everything we have to offer here at Power Lead System. Breaks down the product line, the tool suite, the compensation plan, the program, the training, the support, everything. Right? So you know where you're going to end up sending them anyway. You just want them to take some action and raise their hand and start asking questions. So now let me show you how my Facebook has turned into my own media broadcasting channel of sorts, right? Yes, and then I share let me just go through it really quickly with you. So I'll share information like this, right? I follow this podcast and I found out they were putting their podcast episodes also on a channel on YouTube. And this is called Investor Hour Podcast with Porter Stansberry and Buck Sexton. Right? They have a really good, I enjoy it, more libertarian view, financial investing information. And they cover politics and investing and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and all kinds of stuff. So it's valuable to me. I'm going to share this content. This is part of the programming on my Facebook, right? What shows are on the Franco channel on Facebook? Well, Investor Hour with Porter Stansberry is one of the things that I share, right? So people can see that. Another one is we get into, talking about deception, psychological warfare, subversion, and control, right? How they get people rocked to sleep, how they control the masses. They keep you broke. They keep you in debt. They keep you hating and not trusting your neighbor. Is that all by accident, or was this planned out? Where do they get these ideas from, right? And I find information, interviews about that, and then I share them, right? I share them here. That's another post. Then I write my own content, right? My own thoughts. And then I have, like this video here on copycats, copying marketing, right? This is a great, entertaining video, but it has a very valuable lesson. So I share good stuff, right? And I start sharing stuff also. Tips for beginning traders, right? I see an image and I see a good post and I'll share it on my Facebook, right? Trading is hard. 90% of traders never manage to make consistent profits. Greed is your enemy. A good trader is a good risk manager. Use stop loss. Don't deviate from that. The more leverage you use, the more certain you will fail. If you can't sleep at night, your positions are too big. You need to manage your emotions. Try meditation. You don't need to have positions open at all times. An average of 1% profit per week compounded will make you filthy rich. Stop being greedy. You're going to end up losing more that way, right? And so anyway, good little points like that can be your own post. Notice I didn't have to do a video for that, but sometimes I do, right? Here's another show from a YouTube channel that I follow, and so I share that. Today in Bitcoin, news podcast for October 19th, right? And then your own content, right? Then you could step in and do your own review. Here's a live stream I did from my laptop on Facebook where I shared my screen and I just reviewed what was going on with the pricing of Bitcoin, Ethereum, the crypto markets. Very vanilla, very straightforward. Nothing was my opinion. Everything was just covering the news. What's the current price of Bitcoin? What's the cryptocurrency market looking like right now? Who's winning? Who's losing? What has been the gain or the loss the last 24 hours? Right? And I did my own little review, but notice I'm not on camera. I'm on screen share. I'm just literally reading information from a couple of different websites that I have opened up on my browser, and I just bounce from this one to this one to that one to my blog to invite them to free training. I'm out of there. Right? So you can do your own show like that too. Here's another, crypto daily report. I like this guy, the way he makes reviews of the cryptocurrency world. So I share his video, right? Here is Project Veritas. I like the way they're constantly investigating and bashing the mainstream media, catching them in their lies and hypocrisy, right? And he makes videos about that. So I'm going to share it because the kind of people that I find enjoyable and fun and like-minded, they like this kind of content too. So I share that. Notice how this starts looking like a media channel, but it's showing the kind of content that I like, that I'm interested in. Other really good marketers, like Cedric Harris doing a live stream, I'll share his live stream because I know he's going to drop immense amounts of value and really entertaining streams for people to review, right? And so, and then, getting started, I invite people to my Getting Started training for Power Lead System. Right, so they go through content, and then boom, an invitation where I'm inviting them to Getting Started training with Power Lead System. Like this, right? I take an image that I create with a simple PowerPoint, right? And I lead them over to the training. And then they ask about, hey, Franco, where's this training? And I take them over to the Getting Started training I have for Power Lead System. And so anyway, that's how, see, here's news stories. Now they're not video, they're not YouTube channels, they're just news stories. This is a news story from Cointelegraph, right? Ethereum blockchain can help building decentralized workforce network. And the subheadline says, today's job market is highly centralized. What they really mean is, it sucks. People hate their job, right? Blockchain might radically change this and free workers from massive corporations. Well, heck, that's what we've been doing the past 17 years, right? And that's exactly what I wrote up there. This is how you can take a news story and then inject your own 2 cents, your own opinion about it, and share that, right? I agree. But we've been building a decentralized workforce for over 7 years online. This is old news to us. The fact that it's becoming cool not to have to work in the old cubicle centralized workstation model is nice. Everyone should be doing some kind of affiliate marketing and building their own networks and their own content platforms from their home office or from their favorite coffee shop. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has a network. And with a laptop and a smartphone, everyone has a mass communication and distribution channel at their fingertips. Use it, serve, monetize it, right? So that's in and of itself, this is a great one to end on. I take a completely different real news story about it and I transition into what we do, and people start looking to click around to go get some information. And when they do that, or when they ask me about it, I send them right over to my funnel. My funnel collects a lead, and then I send them right over to free training. And from there, they can review the system and start their 7-day trial. And that's the way I build my business. You can do the same exact thing. And with that, my friend, today's training is a wrap. I'll see you live in Las Vegas this weekend if you're going to be coming out there. If you're watching the recording, it was probably a great event. I'll see you at the next one. And I'll see you next week on Thursday on our next edition of this powerful show, the Power Lead System TNT, Thursday Night Training Coaching Hour with Power Lead System. Welcome to the family. Start your 7-day free trial if you haven't already. Very simple. Get in. Step number 2, get all in. Step number 3, get traffic to your funnel. We help you set that up and do it. And step number 4, get to these trainings so you can understand the big picture and simplify your business. Teach your team those 4 concepts and you can make a full-time income. What are the 4 concepts again of our Power Lead System Success Protocol? Number 1, get in. Number 2, get all in. Number 3, get traffic. And number 4, get to our Hangouts and then teach that protocol to your team. Keep it that simple. You can build a full-time income. Let's go to work. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.